Yo, what's good everybody? Welcome back to my channel, the spot where drama never sleeps and we never miss a single hot moment in the pop culture world. Today is day 10 of the Sean Diddy Combs trial, and oh my gosh, the drama is straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster. Laughs Capricorn Clark, Diddy's former assistant, just took the stand and dropped a bombshell that had the whole courtroom gasping. From details about Diddy and Cassie Ventura's relationship to threats of being unalived, yep, that's the hot term on the internet right now. We've got a mountain of tea to spill. Alright, this story is a lot, so grab a seat, get your boba tea, and buckle up because we're about to go on a wild ride full of shock, anger, and a little bit of laughter because this drama is next level. Let's dive in. Today, Capricorn Clark was the absolute star of the Sean Diddy Combs trial. This woman stepped into that courtroom like she was ready to spill every ounce of tea, and let me tell you, she did not disappoint. Clark worked for Diddy from 2004 to 2020, and let's just say her employment history with him was like a roller coaster ride through a toxic relationship. She got fired, then forgiven, and brought back only to be dragged through the mud again. It's like that ex you know you should block, but somehow end up texting at 2 a.m. Clark wasn't just Diddy's assistant though, she was also Cassie Ventura's creative director, which means she had a front row seat to all the chaos. And what she dropped today? It's like a crime novel meets a messy reality TV love story, with a sprinkle of what the heck on top. Let's start with one of the wildest moments Clark shared. Diddy straight up threatened to unalive her. Yeah, we're using that TikTok-friendly term, while they were just casually strolling through Central Park. Picture this, it's a sunny day, birds chirping, people jogging, and Diddy's walking next to Clark with his head of security, Uncle Paulie, looking all chill. Then out of nowhere, he drops the bomb that he knows Clark used to work for Suge Knight, his arch nemesis from the Death Row Records days. Diddy's voice is calm, but it's that creepy, calculated calm that makes your stomach drop, like he's saying, "I know all your secrets and I'm not happy." Clark said she was shaking in her boots, legit thinking she might not make it home that day. When the prosecutor asked, "Did you take that threat seriously?" she didn't even hesitate. Very seriously. I mean, can you blame her? Diddy's out here acting like he's starring in a gangster flick. But hold up, because if you thought that was intense, it gets way wilder. Clark dropped a story that had me clutching my pearls. Diddy accused her of stealing 3 pieces of high-end jewelry from Jacob the jeweler. We're talking bling that probably costs more than my rent for a decade. Because of this, he forced her to take a lie detector test, and for 5 whole days, they dragged her to some shady office in New York where a big, intimidating dude was like, "If you fail this, you're going for a swim in the East River." I'm sitting here listening to this testimony like I'm watching an episode of The Sopranos. The first test came back inconclusive, so they made her do it again, and again, and again. For 5 days straight, she's hooked up to this machine, getting grilled and threatened nonstop. By the time she finally passed, her hair was falling out from stress. She was barely sleeping and her mental health was in shambles. And get this, her salary for all this nonsense? A measly $55,000 a year, working from 7 a.m. to 4 a.m. the next day. Oh yeah, sign me up for that dream job. Who can even survive that kind of grind? But wait, the real tea, and I mean scalding hot tea, comes when Clark starts talking about what she saw between Diddy and Cassie Ventura. She painted a picture so vivid, it's like I was there. Apparently, Diddy would treat Cassie like a puppet on a string, making her follow his every command just to flex his control. Clark recalled a moment in 2010 at Diddy's LA mansion, where he was chatting with her about why she didn't have a boyfriend. Out of nowhere, he calls Cassie into the room and starts barking orders. "Stand up, sit down, spin around." And then he turns to Clark and says something like, "Men like women who obey, and that's why you're single." Diddy, that vibe, it ain't it, bro. That's not boss energy. That's straight up controlling and gross. Clark's face during this testimony, you could tell she was reliving the discomfort of that moment. It's heartbreaking to think about what Cassie was going through. And if that wasn't enough, Clark also spilled about the other side of her job, setting up Diddy's hotel rooms for his infamous parties. Now, brace yourselves because this is where it gets extra. She said Diddy had her prepare rooms with, get this, baby oil, a small camera, and a toiletry bag stocked with drugs like ecstasy. Yep, we're talking that freak-off vibe that's been all over X and TikTok lately. She'd unpack his clothes, set up IV drips, apparently for serotonin supplements to recover from drug use, and make sure everything was ready for whatever wild night Diddy had planned. I'm just sitting here like, Capricorn girl, what was going through your head doing all this for $55,000? It's giving dystopian intern vibes, but make it high stakes and shady. Okay, y'all, grab your popcorn and hold on tight, because this next part, it gave me full body goosebumps. Dramatic hand gesture. We're diving into the Kid Cudi saga, and let me tell you, this is where the Sean Diddy Combs trial turns into a straight-up crime thriller with a side of soap opera drama. Leans In Capricorn Clark took us back to a wild, chaotic day in December 2011 when Diddy found out Cassie Ventura was secretly seeing rapper Kid Cudi, aka Scott Mescudi. And when I say Diddy lost it, I mean he went full-on action movie villain mode. We're talking pants splitting at the crotch, waving a gun like he's in a John Wick audition, and storming to Clark's apartment like a man possessed. Picture this, it's early morning, Clark's probably just trying to sip her coffee, and Diddy bangs on her door screaming, "Get dressed, we're going to take care of Cudi." Clark said she was so terrified, her heart was pounding, thinking, this is it, I'm done for if I don't go along with this. Can you imagine the panic? Your boss, a music mogul, showing up armed and unhinged, dragging you into his personal vendetta? So, Clark, scared out of her mind, gets forced into a car with Diddy and his crew, sitting there in the passenger seat, probably praying she makes it out alive. They speed to Kid Cudi's house, and Diddy, still in his ripped pants, mind you, breaks into the place like he's starring in Mission Impossible. Clark, stuck in the car, knows this is a disaster waiting to happen. So, in a moment of pure bravery, or maybe just survival instinct, she secretly dials Cassie on her burner phone. Cassie girl, Diddy's at Cudi's house and he's hunting him. And get this, Cassie was with Kid Cudi at that exact moment. Clark said she could hear Cudi in the background freaking out, going, "He's in my house? What?" I'm just picturing this chaotic scene like a reality show gone horribly wrong, with Diddy playing the ultimate villain. But wait, because the drama doesn't stop there, it gets even crazier. After Diddy's done rummaging through Cudi's place, they peel out in the car, and as they're driving away, Diddy spots Kid Cudi cruising by in the opposite direction, and Diddy's eyes light up like a predator, and he floors it, chasing Cudi down the streets of LA like it's a scene from Fast and Furious. Clark's in the car, probably gripping the seat for dear life, thinking, why am I in the middle of this madness? Thank goodness the sound of police sirens blares in the distance, and Diddy snaps out of his rage-fueled mission. He pulls over, takes a deep breath, and decides to hit up a club to chill. I'm sorry, but this plot twist is sending me. One minute, he's out here playing vigilante with a gun, and the next, he's like, you know what, let's go vibe at the club. I don't know whether to cry, laugh, or just sit in awe of this absurdity. But here's where the story takes a gut-wrenching turn, and it's not funny anymore. After the whole Cudi chase fiasco, Cassie shows up at Diddy's place, probably hoping to calm things down. And what does Clark witness? Something that left her, and honestly, me, heartbroken. Diddy, still fuming, unleashes his anger on Cassie in the most horrific way. Clark described through tears on the stand how Diddy attacked Cassie with 100% full force, kicking her repeatedly in the back as she curled up on the floor in a fetal position, trying to protect herself. Cassie was crying quietly, defenseless, while Diddy just kept going. Clark said she was standing just a few feet away, her heart breaking, wanting so badly to step in and stop it. But Diddy turned to her, eyes blazing, and threatened, "If you move, you're next!" Clark was frozen, terrified for her own safety, and the worst part? None of Diddy's security team, not a single one of those big, burly guys, lifted a finger to help Cassie. It's sickening to think about. Clark, desperate and out of options, did the only thing she could think of. She called Cassie's mom, Regina Ventura, practically begging for help. "He's beating the life out of your daughter. I'm in over my head. Please, you've got to do something." She told Regina she couldn't call the police herself. Diddy had made it clear that snitching would have consequences for everyone. Clark said she kept watching the attack as she backed away, only stopping when she turned a corner and couldn't see Cassie anymore. Listening to Clark recount this on the stand, sobbing as she relived the trauma, I was tearing up too. Cassie didn't deserve that. No one does. Pauses, looks down. It's moments like this that remind us this trial isn't just about drama. It's about real pain, real fear, and real people getting hurt. Whew, y'all, I need a second to catch my breath because this drama is heavier than a double espresso shot on an empty stomach. What Capricorn Clark laid out in that courtroom isn't just some juicy gossip about a music mogul, and it's a chilling portrait of power abuse, intimidation, and straight-up violence that hits you right in the gut. Diddy didn't just control Cassie Ventura, he had his entire inner circle, including Clark, under his thumb, like pawns in his twisted game. Clark got fired, lost her house, her car, her job, her whole life unraveled, all because she didn't snitch on Cassie's secret romance with Kid Cudi. And Diddy? He didn't stop there. He straight up told her she'd never work in the industry again, and guess what? She couldn't land a job for years. That's not just a threat, that's a career death sentence. It's why so many people stayed silent. Fear like that, it's real, it's raw, and it's paralyzing. But hold up, let me throw some shade real quick because Diddy deserves it. Yo, Sean Combs, you out here thinking you're Tony Soprano in a shiny suit, huh? Threatening to unalive people, waving guns like you're auditioning for a gangster flick, and wait for it, having your staff prep baby oil for your hotel room shenanigans? I'm sorry, but are you making chart-topping hits or directing a low-budget horror movie called Freak Off Nights? The audacity is giving me whiplash. But let's get real for a second. Tone shifts back to serious. Music softens. What Clark and Cassie went through is beyond unacceptable. It's heartbreaking, it's infuriating, and it's a stark reminder that power in the wrong hands can destroy lives. Now let's talk about the legal side, because Clark's testimony, it's a major puzzle piece in the government's case against Diddy. They're trying to nail him on racketeering charges, painting him as the mastermind of a criminal empire that used threats, violence, and even suspected arson. Yeah, we're talking that Kid Cudi car torching situation, to keep everyone in line. It's like they're saying Diddy wasn't just running bad boy records, he was running a full-on mafia operation. But here's the tea. Outside legal experts, like defense attorney Tamabeth Kudman, are saying the government's case isn't quite airtight yet. They're arguing there's not enough evidence to prove this racketeering enterprise has a unified purpose. Me, I'm no lawyer, but Clark's testimony, with all its gut-punching details about guns, beatings, and cover-ups, feels like it's locking in some serious pieces of this puzzle. Is it enough to send Diddy to the slammer? That's the million-dollar question, and we're gonna have to keep watching to find out. But one thing's for sure, this trial is exposing a side of the music industry that's darker than a blackout. It's not just about glitz, glam, and Grammy parties, it's about real people, like Clark and Cassie caught in a web of control and fear, and that's why we're here, breaking it all down for you, because this story matters. Whew, that's your Day 10 recap of the Diddy trial, and I hope you found this drama worth your time. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of Capricorn Clark's testimony? Will Diddy get away with it? And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss Day 11. Oh, and for more exclusive tea, subscribe and leave a 5-star review. Love y'all. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next drama. Stay safe, stay shady, and bye-bye.